I went with my uncle down to South Wales to a little mining village called New Tredegar. That's where my dad was born. And I met some members of the family I'd never met before. And that day I was told quite a few stories. And this one really intrigued me. And it concerns my great Uncle Gerald. Well, I think I may have missed the great out, but I ain't sure about that. But Gerald, when he left school, like the rest of the able-bodied men in the village, he went to work in the pit. There wasn't a lot of choice, really. But, well, none of them liked it much, but he really hated it because he wanted to be a farmer. He got what they call green fingers. He could grow anything, anywhere. I mean, he used to cultivate a bit of a plot behind his house, and it was basically a slag heap off the mine, you know, but he could grow anything there. He'd grow some, you know, lovely stuff. But Gerald was married to an aptly named woman called Mary. And when I say aptly named, you see, you've all heard the nursery rhyme, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Yeah. Well, Mary was very contrary. See, she never really agreed with anybody. I mean, if she went down to the bakery, you know, for the bread, you know, they'd say, "Is it 2 large white loaves, Mary?" And she'd say, "No, I'll have a brown batch, please," you know. And same at the dairy, you know, they go in and say, 2 pints of full cream, and she said, "No, I'll have just 1 pint of semi-skimmed if you don't mind." You know, never went along with anything. Well, Gerald, he saved his money, and he bought what he called a farm. It was just a few acres on the side of a mountain. It was really only good enough for grazing sheep, but Gerald wanted to grow crops. So he planted a crop of corn. And, you know, against everybody's predictions, he grew, and he grew well, and he got a fine crop. And then it was a Saturday afternoon, and he came in, and he said, he said to Mary, he says, "Right," he said, that corn's ready to harvest. I'm going to do it on Monday. The weather looks like it's going to be good." And she says, "It's going to rain on Monday." I said, "All right then, I'll do it Tuesday, first thing." And she said, "You can't do it first thing, it'll have to be afternoon, because it's market day on Tuesday, and you've got to take it to the market." He said, "All right, I'll do it on the afternoon." He says, "I'll go off and sharpen the scythe." And Mary says, "Shears." He said, "What?" He says, "Shears, that's what you need for harvesting." He said, "Don't be so stupid. You know, we're on a scythe, you know, do a proper job." And she said, "Shears." He says, "Scythe," and that's... Anyway, Monday, as Mary predicted, it chopped it down rain all day. Tuesday, off they went to market. And they were on the way home, and they were still arguing, you know. Jill saying scythe, and Margaret saying shears. Mary was saying shears, sorry. And this is how it went, scythe, shears. But when they got to the bridge that went over the little river, which was quite swollen from all the rain that had the day before, Gerald says, "Scythe," and turned over the bridge. And Mary said, "Shears," but she didn't turn, she went straight into the river. Well, Mary or Gerald couldn't swim a stroke. They'd never been able to learn to swim it. You know, there weren't the facilities in the Welsh mining village. Well, Gerald ran to the parapet and looked. Mary popped up and said, "Shears!" And down she went, Gerald said, "Scythe!" And, well, Mary went down. And she came up again, spluttering, and she said, "Shears!" And Gerald said, "Scythe!" And then she went down for the third and last time. And she didn't come up. And Gerald, well, he didn't know what to do, so he went back to the village and told everybody what had happened, and they organised a search party. Well, they came back to the bridge and they started to search the riverbanks downstream from the bridge. And, well, they realised there wasn't much chance of finding Mary alive. But after about an hour, all of a sudden, Jill says, "No, we're looking in the wrong place." I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "Well, we're looking downstream. We should be looking upstream because Mary never went with the flow in her life." And they thought, "Oh, you know, he's lost it, you know." So, anyway, just to humour him, they started to go upstream. And they went upstream until they came to the waterfall. And they just stopped dead because there was the water gushing down. And Mary was going up through the waterfall. They stood there watching. When they got to the top, when she got to the top, they saw silhouetted in the sun, Mary's arm came out and she went. Mary always had the last word. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Cockle shells and something else. Pretty Mary's all in a row. But after the funeral, Gerald successfully harvested the corn using scythe. It was a successful harvest actually, it was a bumper harvest, you know, against all the odds. And perhaps I'll come back next week and tell you, you know, what he did after Mary's demise.
Well done, Rob.